Hello everybody, my name is Timmy here, and today I have another commentary for us today. But first let me mention the gameplay in the background. The gameplay in the background is some Call of Duty Black Ops 2, it's the zombie mode, and it's on transit. Now this gameplay is a little old because it has the 8-player glitch on it, even though there's only 7 people in the game. There's an 8th person beforehand, but he left. But this is basically 8-player zombies, and the amount of zombies in here is based off of 8 players, because of the algorithm that the game uses based on players for the amount of zombies that spawn, and just all that stuff. So it was actually a really hectic game, and I was only able to get like 7 minutes of the round because a lot of the round was just a lot of boring walking around and stuff. But this is actually, it's really hectic, and I just hope it's at least semi-interesting for what I want to talk about today. Now, what I want to talk about today is violent video games and how video games can be perceived as being violent, and how, like they always say, like, oh, the shooters at Columbine, they played violent video games, so does that mean your kid's going to be a person who's going to shoot up a school and kill someone? And I want to present some facts, and then I'll give my opinion, because I feel it's a very interesting subject, because I feel a lot of people aren't really educated on it, and they think, oh, well, I'll have my certain opinion on it, and I'll be right compared to other people who just pull useless facts from nowhere and believe that they're right based off of, say, a personal tragedy themselves, or the things that they hear on the media that are grossly incorrect, which is very interesting. I'll leave that for another day. But first, let me just blur out some simple statistics about video gamers themselves. 68% of American households play computer or video games. So just pretty much think 7 out of 10 people play video games, and I'm guessing everyone here does as well, because, well, this is a gaming channel and we play video games. And it's really interesting because so many people play video games, but yet there's not really much crime. Like, actually, in the US, there has been a very significant leap from 1995 to 2006 or so, where the amount of youth violence, which is like, say, younger kids and stuff getting into like trouble and everything, like, say, like beatings and stabbings, so just like very just terrible crimes, has actually gone down. But the amount of video games that have been sold in the millions have been going up and up, and you can see that, like, the most popular game being sold is Call of Duty, and you see millions and millions and millions of copies sold, and the violence has gone down. Sure, there is like always like that, like one kid, that inner city kid who beats up a kid or stabs him, or there's like a freak shooting or something, but those are just the odd ones out, and it's really interesting to see. And it's just a bunch of things like that, like what's it called, going down like the list. Like, from 1995 there were 2,560 murder cases. In 2008 there are only 974. That's a huge leap down. And when you think about it, there's so many more video games. Everyone is becoming a gamer nowadays. Even though a lot of people, they'll be like, oh, I play Angry Birds, I'm such a gamer. Like, more people are playing video games every day, and the amount of violence has gone down. Now, are there some bad effects to video games? Absolutely. Makes your children more rageful, if you want to say, like, they just get more angry. They can be very irritable at times, which I do agree is true, which I don't think that's based off of the video games as much. I mean I'm not gonna have my 6-year-old kid playing zombies right here, shooting off people's limbs and everything. Like, that's a little bit much. But then again, you have younger kids and older ones, for example, children into their 13, 14 to their teenage years, they're playing these games and they're not violent. I mean, sure, for example, again, Columbine, those kids, they did play like Doom and everything back then. Well, this was like 1990s and so there wasn't like these newer games, but it was like Doom, and they were playing these, and sure, they did commit that horrible tragedy, but that's just like the one bad seed in like the whole pot, if you want to say that. Like, it's just, they're just like the outcast, they're just the exception, if you want to say that. So, I mean, is violence correlated to video games? Maybe. I really don't know. I mean, if you ever played, say, a game and you died in a very, like, just way that made you very mad, I mean, you're gonna get mad. I mean, sure, some people, they can contain their anger more than others, but a lot of people, they do get mad over video games, and sometimes they can get really angry. But does that have a correlation to the amount of violence that happens because of video games? I don't think so. So when people say, oh, the video game should be banned, like, I remember after the Sandy Hook shooting that happened back in December, the town nearest to Newtown wanted to have all the children bring in their video games to get rid of them because that's just how that we should do this, that'll stop the violence. Like, that's not going to stop the violence. All these studies have shown that it doesn't stop violence, so why are you to do something that's really not going to solve the problem? Because really, these kids handing in their video games, which I don't think the whole like system of that even worked, if any kids hand in their video games, I don't feel that it's not going to do anything. It's been shown not to do anything. A lot of people, they say, oh well, it's just video games. What about movies? What about violent movies? When you think about it, you see all these movies like the new Die Hard that comes out, all this is just shootings and violence and explosions and killing. I mean, no one's going to blame that. No one wants to blame movies because movies are cool. Everyone loves violence. That's just human nature. But we're going to make a scapegoat out of video games, even though violence in movies is much more graphic and just more profuse. But no, we can show the trailer for the new Die Hard where Bruce Willis is just mowing down people. But no, we have to ban video games, and whenever there's a commercial for the new Call of Duty or the new Medal of Honor or the new Battlefield or the new anything on TV, oh no, we have to ban these video games. It's corrupting our youth. You know what's corrupting our youth? Terrible parents. Yeah, I'm just going to say that out loud right now. Terrible parents. Because you know what? If you're a scumbag parent, that's the problem. That's why your kids are depressed. That's why they get bullied. Or that's why they bully themselves. Or that's why they even shoot up schools or cause violence and stuff. It's because you're a terrible parent. Yeah, I said it. Deal with it. Because that's just the thing. That's just the honest truth. If you're a terrible parent, that's why your kids get into trouble. That's the problem. So if you really want to stop all this violence, stop being a terrible parent, actually teach your child discipline. Like, I'm not saying beat your kid, but I'm saying teach them right and wrong. Teach them not to like just be a D-bag, and just teach them like to respect others like you want to be respected yourself. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's just my whole rant, if you want to say that, over video games. A couple things. Revolution has coming out finally for PlayStation 3 and PC, so you guys finally got it, so good job for you. That's really happy. Just a couple other things. Oh yeah, new Underdog this Tuesday. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next, but it's probably going to be a good one. And yeah, that's pretty much my rant. I feel a little tired after that, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time.